All right. Mic check. Should be good. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, mic check. We're good. We are good. Markets are open. I got some levels drawn out here. Let me do this real quick. YouTube. Jump in the chat. See if Friday can make up for this week's price action. Let's see if Friday can make up. All right, cool. Cool. Tapping into this previous low here. We still have a low from Thursday 10 p.m. Let's zoom down a bit. Today's Friday, yeah. So we still have. I wonder why my previous daily low is there. Still have this Thursday low here. Today's Friday, right? Oh, I guess, yeah, at 12. Yeah, okay, so yeah. Still just have this Asia low. It's not the previous day because the new day started at 6 p.m. Yeah, I got you. All right, so Asia low still available. 9:30 opens, taps into that midnight price. Let's mark off some of this. Let's see what we can catch, man. London high, pre-market high. Nice. Nice. It's hard to try to like short down here, right? You can see we've had some decent bullish moves. Here's one, here's two, here's three, and then now price opening lower here. It's hard to be bearish down here, right? So naturally, I'm looking for some sort of sweep and rip the other way. Got my session levels down, save that, boom. All right, nice. Clean up these indicators. And we're chilling. Not much else going on. Let's check out this news also. Nice, man. Look at the speed off of this level here, right? You can see price is probably trying to push higher. I'm looking for some sort of news. We have no major news events except for at 10 a.m. But today's pretty chill, right? So that's exactly what I will be. Super chill today. Let's go down to these lower time frames, see what's happening here. Nice sweep of these lows. 9:30. immediately pushes lower, so probably some sort of 1 minute shift here. Nice. Yeah, you see price. It's choppy a bit, but you can see that every time price taps a low, it rallies higher, taps a low, rallies higher. Now you're starting to put in these higher lows here. But also you see this midnight price is a brick wall. I mean, a brick wall. So I'll chill here. Not really seeing much to work with, right? 10 a.m. should give you a better understanding. But right now, this just looks like it could be bullish, but it's just not ready to go. You know what I mean? Let's see who is online today. Yeah, nice chop, but I like how midnight price is holding right now. Midnight price breaks structure once. Price tries to rally, fails. Now pushing back towards this low. See what the rest of the market is up to. Not much going on, man. But you can see how this is like. If we don't take this low and we end up breaking these highs, that's gonna tell me a lot. For at least for this first 30-minute opening, right? A lot of people trade that opening range. You're seeing that 930 literally failing to break out. It's 15-minute low. One thing I'm noticing is, notice the previous daily low is holding on NASDAQ, and you got ES holding underneath it. So if let's say ES starts to climb above it and hold above it, that's a good sign for higher, bro. That's a really good sign for higher. There it is, right? We're gonna probably see ES start to climb here, man. We broke this previous daily low once, tapped into this order block, which I have highlighted up here, pushed lower, sweep out. What was this? This was London's low here. Sweeps London's low, chops around. Asia low is sitting right here. Maybe that's the next draw. You know what I mean? But so far we're chilling. About 10 minutes until 10 a.m. Let me take a look around YouTube, man. I want to see what everyone else is up to. I'm chilling right now. I don't see anything that I would play. maybe this Asia low gets hit if we stay underneath these midnight prices. 6 a.m. price is clearly rejecting well. 10 a.m. for Nasdaq, previous daily low. Naturally, right? If we stay underneath here, it should push lower. Yeah, everyone's chilling, rightfully so. I don't see too many people getting involved with this. You said what happened to your voice? Nah, bro, it's I got sick, but you guys know me, man. I try to show up no matter what. My voice is recovering, but the cold is pretty much gone though, so I beat that part. I had a fever yesterday. My little one, he's sick, so he pretty much just spread it around the house. But I beat the cold, so like that's all that really was bothering me, man. I could barely sleep, bro. Fever, body ache, cough. But it was only for like one day. And then now, no aching, no cough. But my voice is a bit rough here. Trump speaks later in the day. Let me see. Trump speaks at, oh my goodness, 12, 1 o'clock. Oh, we'll be off the charts by then. So if it wants to chop, it'll be all right. I was looking at yesterday, bro, and I'm like, yesterday really wasn't that bad. It really wasn't. It was just the fact that price decided not to deliver here, bro. I was ready for these shorts. Where was my short? Right here. I figured this leg right here would have given you a short. I think I went short like right here. You got stopped break even after 100 points in profit, bro. We were floating like $600, and then literally in like 3 minutes, it was back at break even. I got stopped at break even right here. And I'm like, bro, this is just refusing to go. And then I checked later. I'm like, bro, look at this. This same bearish leg held up. It just swept the high of it and then swept the high of it again. And then you get your dump to the target, which I was going to target these lows. Stuff like that is just like, all right, good job for going break even. But other than that, I really I didn't have much of a problem with price action. I think I took a buy here and went break even as well. So it wasn't terrible. Now here we are, right? You zoom to your right. We've taken out the low. That low's gone. Price is accumulating around this low. And we have a sweep of these lows here after that break of structure. Price could easily push back to these highs, bro. Oh yeah, appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Definitely do not like being sick, bro. Every time I get sick, I'm like, bro, what is this? Like, why do we even get sick? Like, it doesn't make any sense. You got these little creatures running around called viruses or bacteria, whatever you want to call them, that get in your body and they just want you to feel miserable. Like get out of here, bro. Why aren't there any little viruses that go around and make you feel amazing, make you feel great, make you feel like Superman? Where are those little viruses at? You know what I mean? Instead, we gotta deal with these headaches and body aches. But it's all good. All right, there we go. Right, you're starting to see these higher lows holding. Prices stop taking out lows and starting to push through highs. There you go. There it is. That's nice. Does it continue here? 10 a.m. is about to open. There it is. Good job. Good job. There it is, man. That's what I was anticipating, right? I'm like, either price just stays underneath here and we take this Asia low, or you start to see price get comfortable above that previous daily low on both charts here. It's only a 1-minute candle, right? So you got to be careful with thinking that this is just going to go higher and higher. But realistically, yesterday was a good example. Following a good sell-off, the market refuses to just keep selling. Like, it's going to pretend to be strong as long as it possibly can before giving you another big sell-off. So we just had a sell-off. We just had another sell-off. So naturally, based on how the market's been trading, I'm anticipating a fake move higher just so that the market doesn't continue in one direction. But we called this, bro. I remember back like last month, I was just like, I can't wait for the shorts. The shorts are going to pick up. Shorts. I can tell from the higher time frame that price is ready for a massive move lower, right? And here we are. We sold off from this high 2,000 points essentially. Now you have this daily OB down here, which sent price ripping the last time price tapped into it. So now you see this game of like ping pong, right? You see this OB, it's holding, and then you see this bearish gap holding. If you go down to the lower time frame, I'm sure there's some sort of order block that price is rejecting off of. And if not, then I don't believe that this is the real move. Look at that. I don't see any order block being hit from this sell-off. Right, so just as a recap, anytime price taps into a bearish gap, I anticipate there to be some sort of sell, right? Even if it's not really bearish, sometimes you get this fake sell-off, not even fake, it actually sells off and then refuses to go lower and then ends up right back above here. It's just an algorithmic type of reaction to a bearish gap. Maybe there's a bunch of sellers sitting in there. Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it now. This previous weekly low aligns with this. So that changes things, right? You see, it's not just the gap. There's a weekly low sitting right in there that price slams off of really, really strongly. So now when I look at this leg lower, I think, okay, if price wants to stay underneath here, here's your supply. You have multiple levels of supply sitting right up under this previous weekly low. Nice. So I'll tap into here. I'm looking to short. And there's another supply zone sitting right here underneath the EMA. That's a lower high. So price could sweep this, tap into the upper one, and then go lower. Nice. All right, 10 a.m. is here. Look at this. Go. Let's see if this hits a wall here and just crashes back down. Clear out some of these zones. We're pushing up into that upper zone. Really clean. And you see how price left this like trend line below, left this gap below that wasn't filled. So it's starting to look like an overextension. Straight manipulation. Classic manipulate. Look at this. This is what you call overextension, just so it could sweep and then die. You know what I mean? And that's just how the market has been this week. So I'm all over the shorts when I see stuff like this right now. Just overextends into a bearish leg. Okay. Okay. All right, let me mark off this 10 a.m. here and just look for that power of 3. Lower. Nice. I like how 10 a.m. starts with a gap. That's beautiful. 10 a.m. starts with a gap. Yeah, that's perfect. Why? If price continues to go higher here, then obviously I don't care to buy it. But price starts to fail here, that could be trouble for any buyers out there. All right, nice. So yeah, I'm watching this right now. See what happens. Sweeping out this both overnight sessions right now on ES. Still inside of this lower high on the higher time frame. I think it was an hourly order block. Yeah. Sitting inside of this last attempt to go higher. But you do notice, right? We put this OB in, tap into it, and then we fail to take this low off of it. So this probably gets blown through. This order block gets formed. We start tapping into it here. You see this candle at 5 a.m. tap it. You see the candle at 8 a.m. tap it. It tries to go lower, fails as if it just wasn't ready to go any lower. So now your eyes go up to this OB here. Uh-oh. Did my stream disconnect, bro? All right, hold on. Let me figure out what's going on. Let me check my Wi-Fi because this is the second time that's happened. All right, I don't know. Maybe I have too many tabs open. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of internet stuff going on. Let me check my RAM. Have I downloaded too many video games on my computer? Let me see. My PC. Oh no, I still got 400 gigs left. I don't know. I guess it just happens. Oh, because I've been streaming in 4K. That's what it is. It didn't start happening until I started doing that. 1440. Yeah, that's what it was. And there it is, right? You see price just ripping through this order block. No problem. There we go. Good job. Good job. It is Friday, so hopefully you get a clean setup within like that 10:30 to 11 window. Ideally, you know, because the later it gets in the session, the more I'm just not interested. The manipulation just raises when the lunchtime starts to get close. You start seeing random moves for no reason, like there we go. Love how price is like eager to just slam into this higher time frame OB. Bearish gap. Bearish order block. So you guys see why like the gaps really don't mean much. The gaps aren't really the real answer to the move. Like here, you see this bullish gap. I'm sure a lot of people thought price would hold this gap. Wrong. This bearish gap, if you look, the previous weekly low is what it sold off of. Sometimes you get gaps that work, but most of the time there's something inside of this bearish gap candle, like an order block or a previous higher time frame level, that gives you the real rejection. So the waiting game has begun. There we go. I see people shorting this right now. So you guys can see these markets are eager to continue higher, man. There's really not even much to work with here for a short. You got a ton of bullish candles. You got these order blocks holding up here, and price is not done going higher. It's gonna push right into this area, so I want to go in and I want to see if there's any like 5-minute structure or whatever the case may be, something in here where price tries to go. There it is right there. I like this right here. You see this failed attempt to go higher right here after this 5-minute change in the state. You see price close underneath it and then give you a bunch of failures here. That's clean. If price rejects from here, I would try that. Let's look over on ES. Same thing, changing the state. OB here. You got multiple here. Changing the state, tries to go higher, fails here. And price just refused to get above this up close candle right here. So that would be clean. And then you can make the zone a little bit bigger because you see these candles down here. Try to go higher as well. Fail. And look at ES tapping into that zone. Showing some rejection. Let's go. All right. First level hit on ES. Let's see if NASDAQ wants to hit it or will it SMT off of it. Russell showing no signs of weakness right now. Let's see. Yeah, Russell's in bearish territory as well. Boom, 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 boom. Russell is literally at that level right now. See how this level held? Short, beautiful, changing the state, and then it tries to go higher and fails. What happened the last time price tapped into here? Failed. Now look at price revisiting this area with an overextension. And the thing I like the most is how does price re-enter this zone? It overextends here. Short. What was the short pattern that you got here? You got a lower high, changing the state here. And this was your entry right here. Boom, boom, boom. Lower high, changing the state, and respects it. And now we're right back in that area, overextended into it. Let's see if this just gives you a clean short. Let's go. Let me actually go down to the 1 minute. What does this look like on the 1 minute? What did this look like on the 1 minute? Russell was a low volume here. Changing the state. Oh, yeah, there it is right here. This is your, oh, yeah, that's clean. Changing the state. All right, you overextend into it, pull back, fail to go higher, changing the state, and it leaves this order block behind. What does price do? Tap right into it and short off of this right here. Stop above here. And you can target this entire, I like to target timestamps. So it probably would have been out on that timestamp there for and that trade didn't take too long, right? 4 a.m. done by 4:45, 5 a.m. An hour max. No drawdown really. Yeah. So now you're looking, look at this. You see what? Lower high. If this trade plays out, bro, you guys can't tell me that the market's not just a simple algorithm. And some days it decides that it doesn't want to expand, right? And that's when I don't make money. And the market has been very choppy for New York the past few sessions, so I haven't made money. But if we get a clean shift here, I'm shorting this. Look at all the selling pressure that just comes in here. Right on time. Look at the gap here. A lot of 1 minute inversion traders could short this and just give it a chance because it could just dump off of it. Look at it. I'm looking for a shift though. A nice trend shift here. And I'll look for a play off of this. QQQ, what are you up to? Time to catch a banger on these options, bro. I want a massive move. Look at it. Such a good reaction from that level. All right, cool. Let's see what happens. It's only 10:18, so it could chop around up here for a little bit. If we're looking at that last RT, oh my goodness, RTY is already shifting. Oh my goodness, RTY is already shifting. All right, you already got that change in the state here. Push up, yep. Change in the state, yep. And it leaves you an order block right here. Make it gray. But what was I about to say? I want to know how long this trade was. So this setup started at 10 minutes into this 30-minute candle. At 3:30 a.m. you see price start to slow down, and then by 4 a.m. the change in the state was there, and then within the first 10 minutes of that next 30-minute candle. So the setup began at 3:30. By 4 it was time for entry. So maybe that's what we get today. It's 10 a.m. So maybe by 10:30 the setup is ready for us. Nasdaq hasn't let's go back and look. Nasdaq hasn't so it was the same thing. Look at ES to your left, I mean on your right. Same exact protocol. The setup was literally a mirror. Short off of the same bearish gap. Only thing is you got SMT here at this high. That was the only difference. That is clean, bro. And this is at what, 4 a.m.? Look at that, bro. I'm not gonna be up trading at 4 a.m., but if this was like a constant thing where 4 a.m. that London session gives you these types of setups, look at this, bro. You hold this trade all the way to the previous daily low. Crazy. But you already know that's probably not the case most times. Most times the New York session is good. All right, boom, boom, boom. Previous daily low, 3R. Look at that, 8-point stop for 17 points. All right, let's see what's happening here now. All right, so here goes some more manipulation. Right on cue, all good. We anticipate price to give a similar setup where it's not giving you the trade right away. It's giving it to you. Oh, wait. ES just broke, so now you gotta wait. Yeah, now you gotta wait. Entire sell setup just got invalidated over here. Oh, yeah. No change in the state lower. Instead, you get a flip higher. Bullish gap holding. Order block sitting right here. It's giving you a buy setup now. If this holds, you may have to buy this. Let's see. Or it may give you, like I said, it may just give you another the same profile, overextend into a bearish zone. We're now tapping that level on NASDAQ. All right. So it should either give you a clean short or a clean continuation where price overextends into this higher time frame level, pushes back into here, pretends to be bullish, slams lower, retest, dump. And when I say dump, I mean I want to see this thing dump all the way through everything here back to these Asia lows. And then vice versa, right? If price continues to hold, you want to start looking for at least 4-hour highs. All right, so there goes your 4-hour high right there. Mark this out. 4-hour or hourly. Let's see the hourly too. A 4-hour high up there. Hourly high sitting right here. We already took it on ES. We already took that one on ES. So it would be something like this. Yeah. Those highs up there would be the draw. Maybe retest that previous weekly low. Or break it, right? Yeah. that'll be my idea. And then on the buys, like I mentioned yesterday, man, if I'm going in on a buy, I will be break even so quick because you do not want to be in drawdown with your buys. It can dump on you any second. I'd much rather take a short, but if a good buy setup is presented, it'll look just like this, where price attempts to go lower, fails, changing the state, retest. If this order block holds, I'm cool with a buy. Right? But I would much prefer the short off of this gap right here. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Uh-oh, looks like Tanya just longed it. Here, look, this is Tanya's setup. What do you guys think? Got a good long? Here, I'll screenshot it. Copy, boom. I don't know if that's a good long, my friends. It ain't confirmed just yet, if you ask me. But, hey, it's not my account. This is the long here. You should be able to see that, right? Yeah, so she longed it at 29,601. 29,628, I should say. I mean, not 601. 29,628. Right at that pop higher. Literally at the close of that candle. I think that gap fill is what she tapped into. So let's see what happens here. It's 1025. I mean, it could go because of, if you look at the concept of the 30-minute cycles, this 30-minute candle gave you a beautiful 30-minute market. I mean, not 30-minute, 1 minute shift inside of that 30-minute candle. However, it's just not. Actually, hold on. Bearish gap, push into it, fail, flip. Bearish gap, changing the state. Oh yeah, that might go, guys. That might go. Only difference is I don't see this bearish gap on ES, so I wouldn't take it. But if you see price gap lower, invalidate the gap, pull back to this OB here, and then gap again, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe this goes, right? But if you look over here, there's no bearish gap, so I would skip this one. RTY, let's see. Yeah, RTY doesn't do it either. There's no bearish gap lower. The only in sync bearish gap is going to be this one right here. And we just displaced it. So now this is the moment of truth for me. Like if we hold this OB down here and then start gapping higher again, I'm a fan of that. Patience though, man, patience. because remember we are in a bearish level. What are you guys thinking, man? You think this shorts or what? Does this short or what, bro? Tapping into the OB. Nice reaction. SMT off the OB. ES doesn't even bother. Let's see. Let's see if we displace here. Russell, same concept. Bearish gap. Push up. Pull back. We still haven't shifted over here though. That's the sad part. Yeah, I don't know. This doesn't look convincing. You guys saw what a good example looks like? Every chart looks exactly the same when it's a good example. Russell, NASDAQ, ES. They look identical. But here, this looks nothing like ES. ES displaced these highs. Russell did not. NASDAQ displaces the highs really nicely and then taps into this order block. ES does not. So even if this does try to take off higher here, I wouldn't play this. And we're about to get a new 30-minute candle. And we're just accumulating inside of this gap. Bro, this could easily do this right here. New 30-minute candle at 10:30. Slam, retest, and free fall. Easily. Get people to buy here and then absorb those buyers. Because this is not textbook. This looks like a strange, a fake out, honestly. Let's see who else is in a trade, man. Tanya's in the long. Who else? Nobody. Young Tyler, not in a trade. What's up with Lumi? Lumi, what do you got going? Lumi's probably about to short. Nope, Lumi's not in the trade either. Yeah, we're chilling, man. We are chilling, guys. Remember, Russell already gave you this shift and then it invalidated it. So now I'm like, all right, if we're bullish, are we actually going to continue bullish here? Push up, pull back. Yeah, this is chop, bro. Let's see what this next 30-minute candle has to offer. I would love for price to just change in the state again, bro. We never got that shift on the NASDAQ, so that's why I didn't really consider that short move significant. Now here we are. We might get the shift. Let's go. Come on. Maybe, maybe not. It just depends. 10:30 open and lower here. Tapping into this OB again. $10 to $10.30. Okay, yeah, this could go somewhere. That failure here on the Russell, and then you get this bullish gap here, just holding. Just holding. You want to see a strong move through these highs, and then this order block right here would probably be the continuation. Break, retest, and continue. Needs to break strong though. Man, I wish this was just short, bro. But the reluctantness here for a move lower is telling me this probably gonna rip higher. It's refusing to give you any like real shift bearish right now. right? So with this being the case, the real move will probably happen at 11, right? 30-minute cycle. We just started a new 30-minute candle with no real setup presented. I'm expecting a 30-minute candle to give you a setup, and then that next 30-minute candle to confirm it for the entry. Ideally. Sometimes it doesn't happen that way, but ideally. All right, there we go. Good job. There we go. A change in the state here. Don't stop. Just, there we go. It has to be aggressive. There we go. All right. All right, guys. Let's get this closed. No more wicks. No more nonsense. All right. And we will probably see a short form. And this is where everybody starts drawing up shorts, I bet. Let's see. Let's see. Did it close? Bro. It's just playing so hard to get right now, bro. And these are the setups that I really don't care for. Just as a reminder, this is what it's going to look like. It's going to be a easy shift. Like, there's no speculation, not barely closing at the low. It destroys the low, you know? Retest that same area and confirms it. Break and retest. As simple as it's going to get, right? The only thing I can say is, all right, we have two ideas for the same protocol. This low gets closed through very decently. So this could be your break lower retest. If it holds these order blocks up here and then shows more bearishness, then cool. Right? Because we do get a close through these lows here. Let's see if Tanya's still holding or she out of that long. Oh yeah, she's still holding that long, bruh. So you see price retesting. What do you guys notice? Immediate rejection. The confirmation is going to be a beautiful displacement lower. And then I'll short this. 1 minute. Yeah, change here. You just need to see price dump. It is very reluctant though. Like, it's not giving you just like clean shifts. It's taking its time here. There we go. Just slice it and displace lower. And I'm a fan of the short. That'll be my first attempt on the short. And hopefully that's the only attempt we need, because price has already manipulated 1 high, 2 high, 3 highs, 3 sweeps. And then now you're starting, there we go. Now you're starting to see some selling pressure. There we go. Nice. Make sure this order block is highlighted. All right, so the trade idea is pretty much self-explanatory at this point. It's giving you the setup. Now I want to see price continue this bearish protocol and give you this bearish gap here. There we go. I think we're going to get this bearish gap. And I'm going to start looking for a short. Everything's in sync now. Just don't run without letting us get involved here, please. Oh no, it's trying to run. It should pull back though. I've seen it too many times to FOMO in here. It should pull back. Short, something like that. 88 points, 90 points just to round up. Create limit. 6, no, 3. Bro, don't do this. Just push up. Push, just push. Just push. You see how dirty these charts are, man? You see how dirty these charts are, kid. It'll pull back though. We've seen it too many times where it pulls right back to your entry. You just don't want to see it get too far away, man. Come on, kid. I got faith in you, bruh. I got faith in you, bruh. I think you'll pull back. We've seen it too many times where you just pull back for no reason, and this is why you don't FOMO. Because the moment you feel like, oh, I gotta get in, it's gonna race higher, way higher. Man, this sucks, bro. Because I know that if it doesn't want to pull back, it's over. I'm out of here. Done for today. NASDAQ, come on, do something, bro. There's two gaps here, and I'm considering taking the lower gap just so I don't miss this and just add like 10 points to my stop. Because not that big of a difference, right? Whether I get in at 539 or I get in at 560. So what? That's a 20-point difference. Add the difference to my stop. It should push up here though. Any minute now. If not, that's just unfortunate because I definitely saw this coming, and this is where like those inversion traders get blessed with just shorting that inversion. We should push up here. Come on. Are we left behind, chat, or what? What do you guys think? At this point, it's over. Dang, that sucks, bro. That sucks, bro. That genuinely sucks. Did it feel any gap? No, there's a 2-minute gap being created. It has to fill one of these gaps, right? 3-minute gap on the way, tapping into that EMA. Retested this bullish gap here from earlier. Come on, just bounce out of it. Man, this sucks. This trade is gone. Oh my goodness. Why are you doing this to me like that? All right, well, you guys just saw that happen live. You guys just saw that. I'm hoping that we just bounce out of here with a strong move back up, fill in one of these gaps, because I'm not a fan of anything bullish, so I'm still willing to give this a chance if it just pushes back. But hey, man, I'm looking to see where could I've entered if I would have. There's nothing here. There's no real bearish gap fill. So there's nothing I would have entered off of. I try to enter off order blocks. Oh, okay, come on. Race. Race higher here. So what I'll do is I'll pay attention. There we go. Good job. There it is. There it is. That's the push up I'm looking for. All right, 1-minute gap sitting right here. Come on, don't stop there. You might as well just. What do we close through? All right, there goes a gap right there. So I'm looking for gaps that close through these bullish order blocks. I think I might just short this here, man, because I don't think it's gonna push up too much further. We got these order blocks to our left here being tapped into. Yeah, let me just try this right here. Just push up. There you go. There you go. Good job. All right, now I can short this right now and hope for the best, right? Let's see if it's there. You go. Yeah, I'm gonna short that. Let's see if it slows down or is it gonna try to push up and sweep these odds. It's pushing up directly back into this original gap here. Nice. All right. Well, I'm in there, man. Somehow it just pushed all the way back up into here. I'm in there. Like I said, 3 contracts. And then the QQQ. What short am I looking for? 711. All right, yeah. For my options play, I'll wait for price to get a little lower here. I'm gonna take these QQQ puts at the 711 strike. Yeah, let's go. 711. View order, submit. All right, yeah, I'm short on the 711 put here. That was the pullback I was hoping for. So now let's see if we can just dump. Oh yeah, good job. Don't stop now. What time is it? 10:43. It could be a minute. Maybe the 11 o'clock candle gives you what you're looking for. But stop up above here. Safe stop. And literally, I'm looking for a melt. Probably back to this previous daily level here. Come on. It taps right into that gap for us, thankfully. Gives you a chance at this. And now you just let it do its thing here. Clean up this chart a bit here. Now we're just looking for price to race lower. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm gonna add some alerts to these timestamps. Midnight price for Russell could be a place where price just bounces for no reason. So we'll see where the trade is at that point. If we can just get down to here. 10 a.m. price for ES, a good checkpoint for lower as well. And I want to see NASDAQ hit, where we at? 10 a.m. as well. Which I don't really care for 10 a.m. now that I think about it, because 10 a.m. opened higher. So yeah, nah, I'm gonna do midnight only. I don't want to panic at 10 a.m. Midnight only. And just let this trade do whatever it wants to do, bro. I'm not even gonna worry about 10 a.m. I'm looking for that midnight retest. And for ES, it's gonna be that previous daily low here. Midnight for that one, and then midnight over here. All right, so now this is where I can just walk away, man, and see if these shorts deliver for me. Midnight would be 1.5, which is good, and then previous daily low. All right. Yeah, I'm short off of that. Let's go. Dump it. So yeah, guys, the more I watch this, the more I know that we're probably gonna get manipulated here. It has no reason to do this unless it wants to manipulate. Only thing that I'm thinking that maybe works in our favor is this new 30-minute candle opening inside of another bearish territory. And I think maybe that's what price is waiting for. All right, we still have the gap holding. And we've seen this like where it just literally hangs out in a bearish area for Lord knows how long, and then randomly decides, okay, now it's time to go. But it's tough to see price hang out here as if it wants higher, because it might try to scam you out of your position here. Unfortunately, bro, like I would want to see price get underneath these lows. We're generating these lows, we're sweeping out lows. So just leave these highs alone and dump Mr. NQ. You know what I mean? Dump. But the key is, if you pay attention, we're about to open a new 30-minute candle. And if price wants to save the drop for the next 30-minute candle, and I'm sitting inside of this bullish gap here, but I don't see anything supporting this gap. Let me check my timestamps. Yeah, 10 a.m. is the only thing not supporting it. So if price wanted to bounce off 10 a.m., I get it. But I'm expecting a dump like we've been seeing, man. A dump way back down here. It's just lame how I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But this new 30-minute candle is about to open, and we just have to hope that the new 30-minute candle agrees with us. Because if this starts to invalidate these areas, I'm going to get out and just probably call it a day, bro. Because it's refusing to go here. And we got this bearish gap. If this bearish gap fails with that new 30-minute candle, that's almost 100% confirmation that price is going to sweep and potentially just continue higher. It's not the signature, right? So you just got to be very, very cautious when you see this type of stuff going on. Bearish gap, I want to see it changing the state lower off of this bearish gap. Man, all of this shenanigans for what? Like, all right, here goes your new 30-minute candle. Opening higher, pushing right into this bearish gap. No, let's just dump off of that gap. This is a headache. This is not okay. Push into it and immediately turn here. Nah. Push into it, immediately turn, and we should be clear. This thing is refusing to just pay the shorts right now. All right, you tapped into it. Now just flip. Oh, goodness, man. Yeah, guys. Notice how it's just refusing to go anywhere near these lows right now. I need to see you take out some lows. Give me some confidence here. Come on. We saw some speed here, right? You want to see that speed start to show again for the shorts, man. Otherwise, we are in trouble. Yeah, I think it's smart to just get out of here. Let's see. It's entertaining this level a little bit too much for my liking, with Russell just ripping and tapping 10 a.m. Yeah, bro. Guys, unfortunately, the market is going to scare me out of this one, man. The Russell is way too strong off of that 10 a.m. tap. I'm not a fan of this anymore. It's just begging to rip through this gap. All right, yeah. It's 11:02. We're taking some heat here. Where's everything else at? Have we broken that gap on ES? Look at it. ES already breaking it, man. Just dump with an SMT right now. Come on. SMT dump. Because this gap has officially been closed through on ES. And that's not a good look, guys. But ES the only one that closed through it. Russell hasn't. NASDAQ hasn't. Come on, just dump. Like, get away from here. Get away from here. And it's not going, guys. And I think I just gotta accept it before I get hit with a nuclear bullish candle. Cause it's not going lower. All right, I'm out. I'm out. It's official. It's not going lower. I am out of there. And let this magically do something bearish. Then I might consider getting back in, but it's over with, guys. I'm gonna kill my options trade too for about 40 bucks here. Yep. I would need to see another change in the state lower for me to try this short again. So I'll wait just in case here. Because if it closes underneath here, I'll get in with a stop above here. But what are the odds that it does that right after I get out? No way, bro. No way this tries to go now. What price are we at on the... Bro, that's crazy. No way. It's not going to give it. It's going to pretend to be bearish again. No way it's going to do this, bro. I feel like it's going to pretend to be bearish here and then end up pushing higher again. A strong close underneath here, though. I'll try it. Notice ES nowhere near this low right now. So I would want to see both of these close through that low. Russell edging the low as well. Extremely choppy, but NASDAQ hasn't invalidated this short yet. That's crazy, bro. Let's see if this closes. Nope. More wick activity. This is, imagine that. As soon as I get out, it gives you another confirmation to short it. That's crazy, kid. Russell confirmation. ES the only one, but ES did sweep this high, so ES should be late to flip here. All right, I'm gonna try one more here. Watch, as soon as I get in, you're gonna get a massive pullback. Let's see if we can wait a little bit here, because I want to try this again. Let's go like 100-point stop. I want to see ES flip this low, man. Russell still playing around at 10 a.m. as if it just can't break it. Come on, ES, flip that low. I can almost see a random bullish candle coming because ES isn't flipping, bro. Yep, and here we go. But we do have bearish gaps here. Do have bearish gaps. This could lead to another sell idea, but ES lagging. You need to see ES get underneath here, man. Come on, go ahead, flip here, bro. What's the holdup? It's like it's just waiting for me to get in so it can stop me out. There goes that random push higher, but we do have bearish caps, like I mentioned, so maybe that's just a tap and drop. ES playing hard to get here. It's underneath that EMA, so maybe it's nope. There it is. All right. There it is. There goes that manipulation. Yeah, if price gets back above this high, I'm just gonna wrap it up. I don't want to buy it up here. The short was way too clean, and you can tell that it's just wasting time. It's not really interested in going anywhere, so I gotta take that for what it is. Yeah, gotta take it for what it is, man. This is trash. Like, just dump. Who are you trying to fool here? I don't get it. We tap right back into here. Clean displace. Come on, there we go. Just take this low now. I'll jump right back in. And this time I'll let it go simply because we have that new 30-minute candle now. Yeah, it needs to break this low. Come on. It refuses to do it. I think it's over with, guys. Good read, but markets aren't trying to pay anybody right now. Come on, man. We've seen such clean selling pressure that this is ugly. Like, why are you have to be bullish. Like, I don't think that a short would be this hard. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there goes your annihilation of anything you thought was about to work. Yeah, good job. Yeah. Now this gap's gonna get flipped. It's over with, guys. I'm out of here. Good job. Break even. It's almost no reason to even consider this now, bro. It's ES is showing you no bearish continuation. You might as well just buy it because you're gonna get a random pop higher any moment now. It's gonna manipulate these highs somehow, some way. It's hilarious, though. This is what you call hilarious. Why are you struggling so hard to go lower? It's only 11:10, so I'm trying to see what's up. We've already broken structure once here. Look at Russell way back up here, man. It just looks like a scam, man. Or is it just accumulating these lows? Look at these lows. They look phenomenal to be taken out. Add some T off of this high. Come on, kid. You can do it, bro. Come on, man. And I'm going to feel bad if I get in this and it just chops me out. But I'm waiting for this sell-off because there's no reason to be buying this. Unless you think that it's just not going to short. Come on. Close underneath that 10 a.m. again. Well, for the first time, I should say. What are we seeing, though? We see this bearish gap just failing to go lower. Look at it, bro. Bearish gap failing to go lower here, but maybe it's just generating liquidity here. Look at that. I got to short this now. All right. But ES is not bearish yet. So you can't short it until ES takes these lows because of what if NASDAQ sweeps this low and then just rips higher. So you got to sacrifice a quick entry here for a little bit of patience. Come on, man. Break this low. Break this low. ES, just break the low. Oh, there we go. All right, now I'm gonna short this. It's tapping 10 a.m. I might get some heat. Let me see. Hold on. Let me wait. Let me get this. 10 a.m. is gonna offer some sort of bounce, but we just took this low. So that's what I want to see. With that low being taken, I'm looking for a strong close now. And there's a bearish gap sitting right here. So this might be clean here. 10 a.m. might give you a little bounce. So I don't want to just short it off of that. Something like that would be better. All right, if we close underneath 10 a.m., I'm going to try it. All right, yeah, we're about to close. Come on, 7. Russell. Good. What are you going to do here? All right, good job. So it's probably going to push up off of this. Rightfully so. If we break this low here, I'm shorting it, man. 100-point stop. Maybe 105 points. And there goes that 10 a.m. bounce. Nice close through there. Come on, 10 a.m. I don't want to see you bounce too hard here. 10 a.m. is bouncing. Come on. The short should be free to run now, bro. It's 11:13. We waited for that new 30-minute candle. Come on. Let's flip here. I'm waiting on a flip, man. A flip underneath this candle that tapped 10 a.m. because they could want to tap one of these gaps. We've seen a ton of bearish gap fills before the shorts could continue, so maybe it just wants to do that. Come on. Come on, kiddo. And we are... Come on. I swear, this shouldn't be that complicated, bro. This should not be that complicated. I might as well just put an order down here. Yeah, I don't want to sell stop. I don't want to get a terrible fill here. So yeah, I'll just put an order underneath that low. We break that low again. I want to take it lower. And there it goes. I'm in on that short there. Let's just run now. Like, don't even stop at this point. Midnight is close, man. Midnight is close. Let's just race here. Come on. No more pullbacks. We've seen enough, man. Next stop, midnight price. Let's just rip straight to midnight. Can you do that for us? Can you do that for us? It's literally right there. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe you are ready to free fall. Stops above here. Previous daily low is the actual target. Midnight price is a checkpoint to maybe go break even or secure some profit or something. But I want to see pure bearishness. We saw a ton of chop up here, right? And then now we get that 10 a.m. break. It just refuses to be clean, bro. It refuses to be clean. Look at this rally, bro. We've seen these ridiculous pops higher just continue to fail. So stop it, please. Just dump, bro. I feel like if this is going to end up hitting TP, it's going to be a very long trade, guys. We're going to have to sit in this trade all day because the markets just refuse to play clean right now. It's just not even worth it, bro. Like, well, I'm in now. I don't see any reason to buy this. So if it does end up stopping me out, then I'll just have to accept that the markets just wanted to do you dirty today. That's really the only answer. Because if you show me anything bullish, I'll say get out of my face. Bro, look at this, guys. It's racing. That's the sad part. It's racing right back into bearish territory. I guess it was just too good to be true, huh? Too good to be true. Too good to be true, huh, guys? It just wanted me to, I guess that's what it came down to. It just wanted me to get in so it could stop me. Because this is ugly. I don't even want this trade anymore. I wanted a flush lower. I wanted a flush. Royal flush. But at this point, man, it's just, it is what it is, bro. Because I still don't see a reason to buy this. Simple inversion isn't enough. This order block must hold, bro. This failed attempt to go higher here. Same thing over here. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, this sucks, guys. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It just makes it not even worth sitting through because it's pushing way too aggressive. Yeah, I may kill this, guys. Oh man, what is this though? Like, it makes you wonder, like, what am I trading? Do I really want to even be trading these conditions? Do I find a reason to just not take any entries? Because nice change here. We're tapping into this OB here. This right here should send price dumping, like no hesitation lower. Instead, it's like digging deep into this level here right now. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna get stopped here. Part of me is like, man, that sucks because I don't see where this would go. Like, I don't see this going back to that high, right? So it's like, well, I guess it is what it is. Sweeping out this high. SMT off of that high once again. Like, why do you keep... Imagine this is bearish, right? Imagine we come back later, let's say 2 hours from now, and we see that this same bearish area holds up and it just dumps. You can't help but ask yourself, like, why does the market feel the need to just completely manipulate the right move, but it's giving you easy money on these buys from thin air, right? Why are you so eager to pay the buyers today? This is lame, man. Just get back to my entry. Get away from this area. This is a shame. Yeah, guys. We are experiencing unnecessary heat. And I wish we can survive it, right? I wish that this would just dump so fast that it's like, all right, cool, we survived the heat. This pullback was just manipulation. We survive it and then dump. I'm hoping it doesn't try to stop me and then dump. But this is not going lower. Oh man. If this trade doesn't play out though, like I'm legit considering just paper trading for the next couple weeks until the market shows me it's ready to play fair. Look at this, bro. The New York session has been a headache. I would much rather try and trade London session and sacrifice my sleep than to sit here and let this steal my money every day. Because you can't tell me to buy this. I'm sorry. I don't care what your trade idea is. You can't convince me to buy this. Until we start breaking these levels here, maybe you say, all right, price, all it wanted to do was just tap 10 a.m. That's what it's looking like. It looked like 10 a.m. is your flip here. Yeah, let me just, there's no point in even closing this at this point, but there's literally no point in closing it. My stop is right here, so if it's gonna stop me, it should just get me out of it. Oh my Lord, bro. This is such a scam, kid. Get me out of this, yeah. This is such a scam, man. Oh my Lord. Where is this volume coming from? Especially for the buyers. Yep, there goes your flip. And you know it's fake because of how fast these buys are taking off. There's no retest of anything. It's just rip, 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 rip. No break and retest of any order blocks. It's just ripping. Yep, there goes that. I'm out of that. Bye-bye, guys. I'll take it for what it is, though. It's just not giving you a fair play here. It's really not. It's really not playing fair today, bro. Yeah, I'm out. I don't know why this didn't execute my stop there, but I'm out on across the board here. Yep. Enjoy your day, fellas. My friends, I don't know if, like I said, if this stop right here, I'll probably paper trade next week because I just don't care to keep playing these games. This thing is excuse me, stealing money. And it's doing it really nicely too, because it's not really giving you a chance at these buys here. For example, maybe you think 10 a.m. is gonna hold, but I love this reaction off of this bearish area here. But at the end of the day, I guess, like I said, I already know 10 a.m. is a potential catalyst, which we were talking about. I wanted to see it close through this 10 a.m. price before I got back in, and it gave me exactly what I wanted to see. It could have wicked this area and pretended to be, but I guess the 3-minute chart was the one that gave you the heads up that 10 a.m. wasn't going to break. So with that tells you that this market is bullish with that 10 a.m. power of 3 failing to go lower, right? I'm thinking 10 a.m. opens higher, doesn't bother anything down here, taps into bearish territory, and I'm looking for price to open higher, close lower, right? Instead, you get open higher, retest 10 a.m., manipulate 10 a.m., changing the structure, and now you're saying, all right, I think price wants this high, but what do you know? Price is already taking out this high on ES. That would be your draw if you're thinking 10 a.m. power 3 with the failure to go lower, changing character higher, trend shift higher. This would be your draw. That would be your draw. And then now you're like, all right, well, bearish displacement fails, changing the state. You would say that maybe price pulls back into this OB here and continues higher. If it's making sense, if this is truly bullish, which I'm starting to see the bullishness now when you see that price respects 10 a.m. and then starts to change the trend. Now it's like, okay, I could see that. But the catch would be, does price start to SMT off of this high and then go right back lower? It's too much to consider on these types of setups. It's too many games being played. But that's what I would say. I would say this is telling me it wants higher. It's just tough because we've already taken out that high on ES. Yeah, I completely blasted that high. That would be the only idea for higher. Oh, shucks. And it's 11:28. Yeah. I would say this is just gonna go higher, man. That 10 a.m. power 3, it's literally, there's only two options. Either 10 a.m. opens higher here. Once 10 a.m. opens higher, it's either opening higher to close lower, or it's opening higher, pulling back to close higher. Right? So I would anticipate that the 4-hour wick is in, essentially. This wick right here, I don't expect price to get back below this 4-hour wick, which is the 10 a.m. price. Right? So if you ask me, I think it just confirmed that it wants higher. The question is, does it give you a fair price to enter, or does it just run? Because you don't want to buy it up here. You want to buy it back around where price price offered the order blocks. That's so lame to me though, bro. Like, I guess I did jump the gun anticipating that this close would mean that we would push lower, and it made you pay for that with a ton of volume higher. My goodness. Yeah, we're chilling. At this point, it doesn't even want to pull back to retest anything in here. Yeah, game over. So yeah, my notes will pretty much conclude that today was open higher, retest, and continue. Which is strange, bro, because it gave you all of this selling pressure, all of this bear structure to simply test 10 a.m. And that sucks, because I was thinking that because of where price was tapping into, I'm like, this for sure is going to dump past 10 a.m., right? So really, that was the only mistake on my behalf today, I would say. Anticipating lower than 10 a.m. when I could have... Where was my short at? My short was right here, right? What time was my first short? Let's see. So I gotta do this for my journal, just so I know. Oh, look at that. So what happened here? We had a change, gap fill. I wanted to short that one. I shorted the second gap just so I could get in. Stop at like about 90 points. So this should have been my trade, 1R. Oh man, what happened here? We got stop break even. Yeah, I got stop break even. And then what does it do? It goes right back to 10 a.m. So yeah, this is the only short, because I was not gonna play the buys from this reaction, guys. So this was I'm looking at it the right way here, I was just supposed to target 10 a.m. But it was tough because we had already tapped 10 a.m. here. What time did I take this short? 11:30. Yeah, bro. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. So realistically, my short should have been closed at this low, or at least break even once that was hit. All right, yeah, that's fair enough. 10 a.m. So yeah, that's what my notes are gonna be on this setup. 10 a.m. tap. And I think that's why I went BE, because here when I got out at 11, the Russell had already tapped. Yeah, the Russell had tapped 10 a.m. and started to bounce. So yeah, that should have just been my last trade, man. I was extremely bearish though, so I get it. I get it. Can't even be too upset. Yeah, can't be too upset. 10 a.m. tap BE. So this was good. Yeah, I'm okay with this trade. Going break even there. And then price fails to continue through 10 a.m. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna drop this in the chat. I shorted the bottom, anticipating lower. Break even, stop. And like I said, next week I'm gonna go. I'll be on paper next week, guys. I'll accept these conditions for what they are, bro. Like when I look at it, like how I'm looking at it right now, I'm not really too bothered with the loss because of what I was anticipating. I was extremely bearish off of this setup here, and it was clean for the most part until price got under 10 a.m. So now I'm like, okay, next time I'll just be a little more cautious. It's almost one and done type of trade. If you can't get this entry, hold on. But yeah, cool. So if you can't get this this entry here to deliver through 10 a.m., break even is literally the only play on this type of setup next time around. Because like I said, the point of reference that we were using, you saw price. There was no timestamp in the way, right? It was a free fall. There was nothing, and I think that's what I'm gonna start using for my bias. Yeah, that's a great adjustment. That's a great adjustment. I was a little too aggressive on these, but rightfully so. I'm not bullish. But realistically, when you see these types of setups, break even has to be it's tough, bro. It's tough because I'm not bullish. So I was not expecting this type of reaction at all. That's tough. That's tough. I'll just take it for what it is, man. Price was not bearish underneath 10 a.m. Here, I'm gonna drop this in the chat. I think I had 2 or 3 losses this week. I want to say 2, because yesterday was break even. Day before that was a loss. Today was a loss. Yeah, 2 losses on the week. Yeah, we're chilling, man. Next week, I'm gonna just completely de-risk and just read the markets and let the markets do its thing. What was I about to say? Oh yeah. When this setup presents itself, the main opponent is going to be timestamps, because nothing else was stopping price except for 10 a.m. here. That was the only thing that stopped price. I mean, it stopped it in its tracks and rips. 250 points the opposite direction. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. I'll leave it at that. Highs get taken, really good. Flip here. Maybe you could say you could have longed this off of this inversion. Once this bearish gap got destroyed, it was no looking back for NASDAQ. Buys win today. Somehow. But yeah, hopefully everyone was able to take something from today's session. My biggest takeaway is whether you're extremely bullish or bearish, you need to be going break even at this level here and wait for price to respond before getting in another trade, because this set me up so nicely. This breaking structure here on ES is what I was waiting for my re-entry, and it gave it to me. It gave you that breaking structure just so I could get in. It didn't have to do that. I don't know what made it do that. That's the sad part. ES, if I remember correctly, was failing to break lower. Yeah, right into here, this area here. I'm like, ES isn't showing any weakness. I don't want to re-enter, even though NASDAQ was breaking lows 1-2 times here. And then here goes ES breaking a low, just enough to get me to get in. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. So I'm gonna take a step back and chill, sharpen up my my entries, and then I'll be right back to nailing payouts. But this price action has been very choosy, wishy-washy. Yeah, strange, man. Very strange. Makes you wonder how I could have played this buy without trading an inversion. It would have been no break and retest. Like, this pullback was tiny. But yeah, let me drop this in the Discord. And we are done for today. But yeah, I would say I made an aggressive mistake, but it was either going to pay me or stop me, right? This was either going to dump and retest something down into here, or it wasn't. And it looks like all it did was tap into like a change in the state here. Yeah, look at that. It retested this change in the state on the 15-minute and died. Rips. So I can't, like I said, if it's bullish, I get it. I'm not going to be upset, because that means I was just wrong with thinking price would break 10 a.m. and continue. You know what I mean? But if this were to just like chop around like that, stop me out, and then dump again, that's when I would be upset, because it just refuses to pay me on the right idea. Today, the idea was wrong. I thought 10 a.m. would get annihilated and trade easily through it. But I guess like I was talking about pre-market, man, like this reaction off that previous daily low, that was a strong move. That's not bad, bro. I like the shorts because we overextended into this area. Like it was no pullbacks, just straight expansion, short. If I didn't think 10 a.m. was gonna get annihilated, I would have been done after this break even. So yeah, that's my notes for today. Set your targets to the timestamp because you need to be break even there, and do not re-enter because if it's truly gonna go, it would have just ripped through here. I don't think it would have came back to break even if it was interested in lower. So getting stopped at break even after 10 a.m. that would have been it for today, right? So best case scenario would have been a break even. Instead, I walk away with a loss. So next time, I would expect to either walk away with TP or break even. All right, I'm out of here. You guys enjoy your weekend. Let me check the news for next week just to see what's on the table. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. All right, 29th, no news. 30th, 10 a.m. news. Boom. No CPI. No, nothing crazy next week. So we'll see. And then we're going into a new month, so maybe things clean up. But I wouldn't even say today was bad. It was just, it wasn't as bearish as I would anticipate it. This reaction right here, I'm shorting that every time, right? So that's not a part of the question. The adjustment has to be understanding that even though 10 a.m. opened higher, right? The power of three would tell you that if this opens higher, right? Let me just clean up that. All right, yeah. Clean up this. All right, so 10 a.m. opens higher. Right here. Tiny wick, no pullback whatsoever. 10 a.m. opens higher. You have to understand that it could be open higher, low close on that 4 hour, meaning you're just putting in that top wick and then it dumps the other way. Or it could be open higher, retest, continuation. And that's what it was today. Sad part is, even if I were to try to play this open high, retest, continuation, my model wouldn't have given me break and retest. Literally every order block failed to be retested until price had already taken out these highs. So it would have been less probable for me to take that. We tap into this order block after ES takes this high, but this would have literally been the only setup you tried, and you would have got a nice trade out of it, but it's just not really my style. Once these highs get taken, it's like, all right, next setup. And then now you're looking at this overextension once again, and now you're saying, all right, what's happening here? We're getting this change in the state. Boom, boom, boom. This order block should hold up. If we're bullish, you should see this hold up. And then you have this OB sitting right here. So yeah, not really short worthy. Yeah, we're chilling. Yeah, man, enjoy your weekend. I'll go through this week's trades and see if there's anything I could touch up, but from what I can see, just protect yourself when those timestamps are hit and you're chilling. All right, I'll catch you guys on Monday. But also, if you're going through a slump like I am right now, it's only 1 week for one. So don't get too hard on yourself. And for two, I'm always positive that I'm gonna bounce back with a nice win streak, because my losses aren't really typically because of wrong bias. You know, today was one of those losses where my bias was wrong, so I can't get too upset with that. But any other loss that I take has to be all based on the strategy, and you just let those losses do whatever they want to do, because the win rate will catch up eventually. You got to deal with losses in this. The key is to not panic. Make sure you're paying attention to what caused you to lose, right? And then tweak it here and there. For me, it's going to be when I go break even. All right. And then next week, like I said, I'll be on paper. If I can come into next week and knock out like 2 wins, 2 or 3 clean setups, and I see the market actually clean up a bit, then I'm gonna be all for trading again, and then I'll be back in ready to go. Yeah. So I'm out of here. God bless. I want to pray. Thank God for today. Thank God for all that we've been blessed with. And even thank God for the struggles that come with life, because at the end of the day, this life is just temporary, right? So do your best to be positive. And either way, I'm grateful because I get to do what I love. And I just pray that I find ways to be better, find ways to help others, and find ways to be the best I can be. Thank you again for all the lessons, and I pray that we all get closer to you and get closer to our dreams. In Jesus' name, amen. Cool. I am out of here. And yeah, hopefully I can beat this cold today. Hopefully this is the last day I even have any symptoms. But peace out. I'll catch you guys next time.